Welcome to the Grow Your Business Cleveland video series. Co-producing and appearing in the series, the talented GYB CLE Interns. Supporting sponsors include NOAC, a regional partnership of Chambers of Commerce. New Image Media, Northeast Ohio's most recognized name in video for business.
In this episode, Chris Hatala, dreamer, independent, and video gamer, shares 3 ways to use fun to create a better workplace. After the tip, we go backstage where Chris tells how he started the 2nd largest gaming tournament in the world, how he brings games to business and business to games, transports us to a virtual world, and more.
Hi, I'm Chris Hatala, final boss of Games Done Legit, and today I'm going to help you with 3 ways to use fun to create a better workplace. Our mission is to use fun to create better team building, better training, better events for the workplace. And we're going to give you 3 tips on how to do that today. So our first tip today is engage everybody. You definitely want a wide variety of activities that you do throughout the year. Some physical, some mental, because you don't want any team members to feel like they've been left out, or a team member to feel like everyone else is taking the lead and they never get the opportunity to kind of shine and lead the way. And some examples that we found to cover a lot of different bases. I mean, the escape rooms are really popular right now. Doing puzzles, gaming in the workplace, anything with virtual reality is pretty crazy. And, keep your stable of traditional activities as well. Just find new things that you see engage your team members in really different ways. And the most important thing is find activities that your team members can communicate before the activity, during the activity, and after the activity. So number 2 is take chances. Keep your ears open for new trends in team building and corporate events. There's a wide variety of HR networking organizations. There's conferences and trade shows throughout the year. And there's always companies there with new ideas, and they're eager to share those with you. There's the HR Star Conference. Cleveland SHRM is an awesome HR organization. Lots of ideas, lots of networking. Easy way that's free. Set up some Google alerts that are just team building or unique team building, new team building, and those can go right in your inbox every day. So that's one super easy way for you to constantly have a flow of new ideas. And our 3rd tip is don't get stale. Stay in contact with other companies. See what other companies are doing. You might be able to help each other, retain clients. Going back to that number 1, find a wide variety of activities and, based on your employees' feedback, see what they really like, and then find related activities that can reinforce those goals that worked really well for you in your successful ones. So feel free to reach out on LinkedIn if you would like. And I'd like to have a constant dialogue going with other HR professionals, other business owners, to figure out what are the most fun activities that we can all come up with for the workplace to make everyone happier.
Up next, we get to know Chris. American director Chris Milk once said, "Virtual reality is the ultimate empathy machine. There are opportunities to walk a mile in someone else's shoes."
So we're going to show off a virtual reality experience that can kind of communicate how doing something more mundane, such as job training, can be a lot more fun when it's in virtual reality. So our Grow Your Business interns, Mike and Ash, are going to help us out with that today. So let's check it out. This takes place in the future, and it shows their depiction of what they thought the workplace was like in the 1990s. It's fun. You can copy stuff, and you can throw anything you want around the office, but it's actually similar to the kind of virtual reality development that we can do now to help people with jobs, say that are very skills-based, dangerous. It's just a lot easier in general to do something instead of being told how to do it. For instance, at least for me, I don't learn very well off of YouTube videos. I learn when someone is sitting right next to me and I can do the thing for myself. Whether that's, flying a plane or driving a car. So let's say for the Northeast Ohio Sewer District, we can map out the whole sewer situation below the city of Cleveland and program in and also like gamify all the things that a technician might have to go down there and fix. Now we can do these kind of things and interact with it in virtual reality, and not only is it a little bit more enjoyable, that helps us learn, it's really gonna advance how we do dangerous jobs. Even though you're not in this place, it just makes you feel like you're in another place and that you're in someone else's shoes. So the capacity for virtual reality in terms of empathy, storytelling, is something that a lot of filmmakers are figuring out now. So like VR, it's cool. There's a lot of escapism, just a video game or like a film can't really provide. And the lines between gaming, film, they're all blurring together thanks to technology right now. But the capacities for education and for job training are pretty much unlimited right now. So, and just, mucking around the office too, as we are in Job Simulator.
According to Rolling Stone magazine, the first video game tournament was held on October 19th, 1972, at the Stanford Artificial Intelligence Lab in Los Altos, California. With people like Chris, the game goes on.
Video games have been a huge part of my life. When I was growing up, I was the only child. I didn't have brothers or sisters to tell me to stop talking about my favorite hobby, which is video games. At school, I would kind of always, I was a video game kid, and I always got kind of teased and kind of made fun of over it. But when my grandparents would take me to the arcades here in Cleveland, the kids would come up to me, and these are, kids from very different backgrounds than, I had as like this, little kid from suburbia. And we would play, video games like the Street Fighter and like Mortal Kombat competitive one-on-one arcade games. And it was kind of the first glimpse I had at, video gaming can really be like a unifying social experience, even like one-player games, because if you think about it, when we talk about video games, you never say like, oh, Mario did this, or Sonic did this. You always say like, oh yeah, I got to World 8-3, or oh yeah, I beat the game last night and it was so cool. Gaming, it just really has this interesting social power that really no other medium has. We don't interact with other media like we do with video games. As I got older, we started after college just for fun what became the second biggest Street Fighter and like Mortal Kombat and Super Smash Brothers tournament in the world. So these games that I just grew up, loving to play, at arcades, and just ended up meaning a lot to me, to be able to be a part of something like that big, that was our passion, was just incredible. And it just grew organically, and we were just doing it because we loved to do it. I started to realize, like outside of like this big, competitive event that we ran and everything, that the average person's connection to all these video games, it didn't matter if, they played these video games at like super high level competition. Their story of how maybe they played Street Fighter 2 that summer that came out with their neighbor down the street, every day, and they just have such great memories of that experience and how it brought them closer to someone else or, other people in their lives. Kind of based on that thought, I started learning about special event entertainment and got a lot of support from the events community here in Cleveland. There's a group called the International Live Events Association with a really great Cleveland chapter, and it's important to me to do just what I'm passionate about. And all these other events professionals started giving me ideas like, oh, that would be really fun for team building. Like I would tell them about this tournament that I ran and why I was interested in just being an event coordinator. Now, I just really believe strongly that everybody deserves that chance to figure out something that they really love to do and, kind of make a go of it at running a business. We're going to work like 40 years out of our lives or whatever. So, at least try to do our best to enjoy most or all of it.
So how did Chris score as a Grow Your Business Cleveland expert? We gave a thumbs up for being a final boss, being a visionary, using fun at work, and games done legit.
Special thanks goes to our Grow Your Business Cleveland contributing experts for supporting our mission of growing business and kickstarting careers in Northeast Ohio. So don't miss a video or an opportunity to be part of the show. Subscribe at GYBCLE.com and follow us on our social media channels. And remember, if you like it, share it.